Just wanted to pop down to this beachfront. It's a pretty good view out from here. Got a lot of seagulls out here. Don't know if you can see that. They're all perched up on a little bit of rock. I wanted to make it of why I started getting into motovlogging. It all started when I lost my job back in December. I was made redundant. At that point I had mixed feelings. On one hand I was really down and depressed that I'm losing my income, and the other hand I was excited for what's to come. I was thinking about quitting just because I didn't like the work anyway, opening something else to my life. So yeah, I had like I said, I had mixed feelings. I was more inclined to being happy to see what else is out there, instead of being hung out to dry. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't care too well. It was kind of, the people there weren't too good of communication and work ethic and stuff. So I'm like, oh well, fair enough. A couple of weeks later I got the redundancy package, and I had sold my bike, my last bike, my KLX. So I was bikeless. Needed a bike. I couldn't go day to day without riding, and I found driving. I used to be really passionate about driving in cars, and GSXR. It just struck me as I can't keep driving, and I'd rather follow what I want than be stuck with what I have. So I moved on from being a car enthusiast and jumped on the bike and went out and bought this bike, GSXR 600. And then at that point I found myself watching YouTube to get through the day. I liked watching people with GoPros and such, viewing their rides and that. And then I come across, I don't know if you know Riding with Tom. You probably do. He's pretty good. And he was the first motovlogger I saw. Looking at all his subscribed people, I found A Rider's Life and the Garden Snake. I have a motorbike. I can get a camera. Why not become one of them? And that's what I did. They had topics like opinions on their different bike styles and riding styles and such. And I said, I can do that. I could talk to myself. I'm a bit crazy like that. So I sat and bought a camera and stuck it to my helmet. I wanted to say also, when I lost my job, it made me, like I said, in one hand I didn't want to, like a loss of my income, and there was some pretty cool people around, and at that point I was pretty low. Like a part of me had left. Like I said, on the other hand, I was excited to leave and see what was to come. So I took that hand really seriously, and I didn't want to be down all the time. So what I did is I thought long and hard for about 2 months straight. Hardly got any sleep, because as soon as my head hit the pillow, it was just thinking. I didn't want it to, but it just did. I couldn't help it. So what I did is I thought of what I wanted to do in my life and what I wanted to become, and it made me so mindset on becoming a motorcycle mechanic that what's he doing? Okay. on becoming that I set out to strive for that goal. At the moment it's not too well. There is a spot hopefully opening soon within a motorcycle shop I can go for, but I'm keeping in touch with them, and I've one of my motorbikes I've been pulling apart and see how they tick. I haven't had experience of my life with the bikes. If something breaks, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I'm having to fix it, so that also helped me. I have basic knowledge of the bike, so why not? One of my friends, a couple of my friends have lost their job recently, and I kind of want to help them to, like, don't lose yourself in it. Just think of it as a stepping stone kind of thing. Because I'm not down about it anymore. I'm more excited for what's to come. Leaving that place was a big day, but because I had been there for almost 2 years. Yeah, so but anyway, I stepped up and stepped out and never looked back. So hopefully something opens up and I can begin my career in what I want to do in life. So many people set out to do what they think is right, but when they eventually do it, they don't believe that that's their dream. Like, my passion is motorcycles, and I get to live that passion every day with this bike. Even any bike, I don't care if it's a 100 or whatever. I'm living the passion. So, but it's like saying to people that don't think of it as a beneficial task. Think of it as a stepping stone to something better. Because if you didn't like this job, you can go into another job. Within a couple of days, you really think that this job you can do forever, and that becomes your career. You can leave some crappy job, you go into some other job thinking that, oh, this isn't going to be good, and when you do it, you come to realize that that's your dream job. Something else can come up, or it may not be the next job, but it is out there. So all you gotta do is go for it. Don't be held back. I do try and help my friends out sometimes and that kind of stuff. Try and share my experience with other people. Sometimes it doesn't help them, but it may help in another circumstance. But other than that, thanks for watching. Hope it was cool. I'll see you on the flip side.